Anthony Gordon is set to sign for FC Barcelona for 70 million euros. I don't think he's Barcelona quality. So today, I'm playing Gordon's entire career at FC Barcelona and help him prove he belongs in the biggest club in the world by winning somehow the Ballon d'Or. So here we go. Anthony Gordon is joining FC Barcelona. This is the quickest deal in history. When I fell asleep last night, there was 0 links of him joining Barca, and he's basically already joining them, wearing the number 27 here at the Camp Nou. And at 25 years old, Anthony Gordon is an 82 overall and can play anywhere across the front line. But the problem is he's not the best left winger, that's Rafinha. He's definitely not the best right winger here, as they have Lamine Yamal. And he's not even higher rated than Ferran Torres. But regardless, Hansi Flick tells Anthony Gordon, there's a lot of noise about me signing you, but I'm trusting you, so you better not let me down. You have a contract to 2030, and if you want to go ahead and stay at Barcelona past that, you need to prove it to me by helping us win the UCL. Or something I don't believe you can do is actually win the Ballon d'Or. I believe you have the ability to fit in the squad. Now, Barcelona's main target this summer was to sign Julian Alvarez. But because they spent 70 million on Gordon, they were only able to sign Marcus Rashford on a permanent deal, Joao Cancelo on a permanent deal from Al Hilal, and finally Christian Romero from Tottenham Hotspur. The signing of Gordon has prevented Barca signing the likes of Julian Alvarez and Nicolas Schlotterbeck. But regardless, Anthony Gordon is going to be the starting left winger here, with Marcus Rashford switching to a striker role and Rafinha to a number 10 role. And he has a huge task in his hands, as he's going to be the inside forward, while Lamine Yamal is going to be more of the playmaking winger. Can he be the one to score majority of the goals in this side? Well, we definitely need to help him out because his shooting is absolutely garbage. Other than pace and maybe a bit dribbling, I don't think Gordon is too special. That's why I'm skeptical about him joining in real life. But we're going to give him the inside forward role because he has till 2030 to either win the UCL with Barcelona or win the Ballon d'Or, whether that's through Barcelona performances or at the Euros and the World Cup with England. So it's time for Anthony Gordon's Barcelona debut against rivals Espanyol. He needs to start up firing. There's a lot of pressure on him already. And it begins. Anthony Gordon on the ball, gives it back into Rashford. Can he go ahead and impress in his first game here? Here comes Anthony Gordon. Has all the space in the world. He has to do something special already. Gordon, what is that pass, man? But it's okay. It's a throw in on Anthony Gordon's side. Redeem yourself, Gordon, for that first play. Here comes Gordon, triggering down the wing. Can he just find a pass here? And he gives it away. Here comes Barcelona on the counter-attack. Gets it to Sir Marcus Rashford. Through ball into Anthony Gordon. Oh, he's through on goal. He better not screw this up. Anthony Gordon, great finish. Let's go. He redeems himself already. 15 minutes in, he gets a goal. And here comes Barcelona on the counter. Lamine Yamal on the ball, gives it to Rafinha. Looking for the option out wide. He finds Gordon. He's through on goal again. He's too quick. That's what he's got going for him. Gordon. Oh, great save, man. And now it's Barca on the counter-attack. Still in the first half. Rafinha finds Gordon through. Oh, he's by himself. Come on, Gordon. Look for that through pass. He tries to give it to Yamal. Play it simpler, man. Here come Barcelona on the counter-attack. Still in the first half. Rafinha. Oh, great space for Anthony Gordon here to dribble. Maybe find a pass to Rashford. Oh, play it simpler, man. And at the start of the second half, Anthony Gordon came off. 1 goal and 8.4 rating. However, he only had 40% pass accuracy. It's not the best debut, but it wasn't the worst. But the pressure gets even bigger for Gordon, as Real Madrid have signed Nico Schlotterbeck and Arsenal have brought in Julian Alvarez, 2 of Barca's main targets this season. The fans and the outside world won't give Gordon pressure, but someone like Flick, who really wanted these 2 players and spent it on Gordon instead, is gonna be in the back of his mind. And so far, after 28 games, Gordon has scored 7 goals, not too bad in his debut season. But up next, he has a huge game against PSG. And it's huge because Hansi Flick has started talking to him again and says, look, Gordon, you have not been too bad, but this is a huge game for you to prove if we're going to be utilizing you as a starter in the knockout stages. If you perform well against PSG, you will be starting in the knockout stages once we get there. If not, I'm going to stick to what I know works, and that is Rafinha on the left-hand side. So it's time for Anthony Gordon to prove his price tag, prove that he should be a Barcelona player for the next 4 years and on. And the game kicks off. Lamine Yamal gives it to Rafinha. Here come Barcelona. Want to prove that they could be UCL winners this year. Lamine Yamal with the cross in. He finds Anthony Gordon. Great touch with a shot, but it's a brilliant save. And here come Barca again. Rafinha gives it into Rashford, looking for that through ball. He does find Anthony Gordon. Come on, Barca need to go 1-0 up. Great spin turn. Gives it to Rashford. Back into Rafinha. 1v1 cuts inside. Fulga cuts inside again. Finesse. And it's a great save, man. Kubarsi to Gordon. Going into Rafinha with a finish. Great save, man. Rafinha on the ball now with a great pass into Rashford. Great header down. Here comes Gordon. 1v1. Can he look for the finish? No, he crosses in. Lamine Yamal cannot control it, though. And now it's PSG on the attack for the first time in this game. Kevicha Kvaratskhelia. Or Barca gonna be punished for not taking their chances earlier. It's still Kevicha. Passes it back. back. Zayamri finds somebody in the middle shot. Great save, Garcia. PSG on the attack again. Marquinhos into Joao Neves. He's in the box. Somebody get the ball off him. He passes it back. Nuno Mendes, Dembele, back into Joao Neves. Looking for the shot again, Garcia. And in the second half, it looks like Gordon is coming off. Didn't have the worst or the best performance. Is Hansi Flick gonna trust him from now on? As Barca end up losing the game 1-0. After the game, Flick talks to Gordon and says, look, it's not your fault we lost, but we didn't win because of you either. You lost a lot of your battles to Hakimi, and I expect the very best for my wingers, even if it's against the best right back in the world. I will not be trusting you to start in the knockout stages, but you will continue to start in every other competition. Prove me wrong, so next year, I can rely on you. And well, let's just say there was a big game coming up as Barca are sitting in third. Madrid are running away from the league. And up next is the final El Clasico. And if Barca want any chance to try and win the league title, they have to win tonight. And Gordon must be one of the reasons they do it. And here come FC Barcelona. First attack of the game, Rafinha with a great ball all the way into Lamine Yamal. Crossing all the way to Gordon, takes the touch, shoots, but is blocked by Schlotterbeck. Throw in now for FC Barcelona. Gordon picks up the ball once again. Little roulette from him. Can he get past his defenders? Gordon gives it into Rashford. Rashford on the ball now, cuts back, gives it back to Gordon, looking for the shot, but Schlotterbeck is pocketing him. And now it's Lamine Yamal on the ball, gives it into Anthony Gordon. Here he comes. He cuts back, beats Trent, looking for the finesse. He bangs it in. And what a statement for Anthony Gordon, his first ever goal. But here come Real Madrid looking for an equalizer. Fede Valverde gives it to Tchouameni into Jude Bellingham. Bellingham into Vinicius Jr. with a shot. Easy goal, man. But in the 30th minute, Vinny gets a goal back. Barca on the counter-attack now. Great pass all the way into Anthony Gordon. Can he create something? He's not really much of a creator. Great ball. And he finds Rafinha. And here comes Rafinha. Yamal takes a touch, brings it down, has a shot, and goes in. And what a goal for Lamine Yamal. Gordon started that attack, if you guys saw. And here come Barca in the second half. 2-1 up. Can they get a third? Rashford is holding up the play, waiting for the run of Gordon. He does find them. He's through on goal, 1v1 against Lunin, squares it to Rafinha. Let's go. And Rafinha makes it 3-1 in the second half. Gordon gets an assist in this game. He's cooking. And the whistle is blown. Barcelona pick up a victory in the El Clasico. Gordon with a huge performance. Can they come back and win the league title from here? And no, it wasn't enough. They actually finished with 96 points. As Atletico without Julian stole the show. Madrid really bottled that. And Barcelona did win the Copa de España this year, but failed to win the Copa del Rey. And without Gordon being the main man, Liverpool dominate Barca in those semi-finals. Did Hansi Flick make a mistake? And it's not a bad season at all from Gordon. 23 goals, but 2 assists. That is extremely worrying. He is now at an 84 overall, which is great news. As Vinny surprisingly is the player of the year. And if Gordon ever wants to be a Ballon d'Or candidate, he at least has to be in the team of the season, man. And of course, Gordon did not win the first Ballon d'Or as it's given to Haaland. Bro, let's not forget that he's competing with his teammate Lamine Yamal and Rafinha. So Gordon really has to become a superstar. If you've enjoyed this video so far, make sure to subscribe and comment down below who you would have signed. I would have gone for Barcola. And season 2 begins as Hansi Flick is speaking with Gordon again. Of course, remember, there's a Euros at the end of the summer. If Gordon can win that, he has an outside shout of winning the Ballon d'Or. But anyways, Flick tells him, look, your first season was pretty good, but I expect more from you. 70 mils is a huge price tag. I want to create the new MSN here, and I'm still going to trust you. But luckily, the pressure's off from the media as I want to make more signings. But I'm expecting you to do even better this year, especially because you'll be starting in knockout games. But now at 26 years old, 84 overall, his shooting has gone a lot better. I was very unhappy with his assist last year, so we're going to go for the wide playmaker role this time around. And Hansi Flick made his signings as up first, he got Marco Corella from Chelsea to return to the Blaugrana. And it seems like it's a double swoop from Chelsea as they've also convinced Joao Pedro to finally join the club. Now he has no excuse to not get assists with a world-class striker playing up top. And this is the brand new starting 11 for FC Barcelona with Joao Pedro playing up top. And Gordon's role has actually changed to a wide playmaker, so he's going to be asked to create much more. And so far in the Champions League, Barcelona have been absolutely perfect. But in the round of 16, they have Milan, where they lost the first leg 2-0. So it's time for Gordon's first ever knockout game for Barca, as he was suspended in the first leg. The game kicks off. Here comes FC Barcelona. Gordon is on the ball, gives it to Frankie de Jong. Frankie into Anthony Gordon. Let's see what he can create from this left-hand side. Anthony Gordon cuts inside with the cross into Yamal, but it's cleared out. But here comes Barca again. It's Rafinha on the ball, lays it forward into Anthony Gordon. Can he create another opportunity? He gets past the defender. It's still Gordon, gives it to Yamal, but he can't get to it. Gordon on the ball, gives it to Rafinha. Here they come on the counter-attack. Can they go ahead and get a goal back here? It's Anthony Gordon through on goal. 1v1. He scores it to Yamal and it goes in. Easy pass. Yamal puts Barcelona into the lead. Gordon with a great assist here. Now it's Pedri driving down the midfield, finds Lamine Yamal. What is he going to do with it? Playing on his right-hand side. Here comes Lamine. Gives it to Rafinha. Rafinha holds it up. Gives it back to Lamine Yamal. Lamine is looking for the cross. Trivela passes it to Joao Pedro. Oh, great chance. Paco Barci now on the ball. Sends Anthony Gordon on a run here. What can he he do here? Can he create an opportunity? Can he score? Cuts inside, beats another defender. That's a second, gives it to Joao Pedro. Beautiful finish. Joao Pedro makes it 2-0, 2-2 in aggregate. Gordon with another simple assist here. Rafinha now on the ball. Here come Barcelona looking to take this lead in aggregate. Gordon receives the ball. Great touch from him. What can he do here? Cuts inside, finesse, but it goes wide. The ball's in the air. Frankie de Jong heads it down though. Gordon gives it to Rafinha. Brilliant first touch. Rafinha, great piece of skill. Sends it to Anthony Gordon. Here he comes. Piece of defender, left-footed finish. Let's go. Yes, it's 3-2. Gordon scores the potential winner in the 67th minute. And Barcelona are going to the quarterfinals. 2 assists and a goal from Gordon. This is a star-making performance. Can he keep it up though? But in the quarterfinals, they lost the first leg to Leverkusen. 3-0 at home. And now it's time for the second leg. It's not Gordon's fault that they conceded so many goals because of that high line. But if he couldn't score, man, that's on him. He needs to have another AC Milan performance tonight here. Lamine Yamal picks up the ball from the midfield. Early minutes of the game, passes it back into Pedri. Pedri into Jules Koundé. Here come Barcelona. First attack of the game. Lamine Yamal looks to cut inside. No. He sends amazing through ball to Rafinha. Brilliant finish. Yes, straight away Rafinha gets a goal back. Oh, the remontada might be happening, you know. Pedri now on the ball. Great pass into Lamine Yamal. Can he create another opportunity? He's been the only one playing so far. Here comes Lamine again. It's still Lamine. Great through ball into Anthony Gordon. Should his easy tapping. What are you doing? You gotta make a better pass. Here comes Leverkusen trying to crush Barcelona's hopes and dreams of a remontada. It falls to Pavlidis. 1v1. A great save from Johan. Benziger on the ball now. Here comes Leverkusen building up the play. Matza on the ball gives it into... Oh, and now it's Pavlidis with a shot. It goes in, man. And Pavlidis gets another goal for Bayer Leverkusen. It's 4-1 now. It's Leverkusen on the ball again. They've really been dominating since that first goal from Barcelona. And now it's a through ball into Pavlidis with a shot, man. And Pavlidis scores again. It's 5-1 in the 31st minute. Nobody's doing anything. And Joao Pedro kicks the ball out. Rafinha gives it to Lamine Yamal. And here comes Yamal. Gets rid of one. Gets rid of a second. It's still Lamine. It's weak ass marking from the defenders there. Lamine into Rafinha. It pulls in. Straight away, there's a response from Rafinha. It seems like Yamal and Rafinha are the only ones playing tonight. Barcelona right before halftime. Can they get another goal back? Great pass from Rafinha. Gordon, can he finally do something in this game? Cuts inside. Great piece of skill. Come on, Gordon. Do something. Great cut inside. Gordon, pass it. Why are you shooting, man? Rafinha now on the ball finds Joao Pedro. Barcelona on another attack in the second half. They need another goal. Here comes Lamine Yamal on the ball. He's been amazing, incredible today. It's still Lamine. Lamine cuts back. He's getting rid of all these defenders. Where's the pass? There's no passing lanes. It's still Lamine. Gives it to Joao Pedro with a finish. It goes wide, man. Joao Pedro, you need to score that, man. Pedri now on the ball. Barcelona still fighting. Lamine Yamal back on the ball again. As per usual. Finds Joao Pedro again. Shot saved, man. Joao Pedro again, man. Put that in the back of the net. Gordon on the ball. Come on. Great pass. Finally, he gets a pass completed. Joao Pedro is through one goal. Gives it to Lamine Yamal. Come on, Barca. Back into Joao Pedro. Finish, man. He just can't score. But the game comes to an end. Leverkusen are going through. One thing's for sure. It's not Gordon's fault to 100%. Joao Pedro missed a lot of chances. But he didn't do anything in this game, man. Questions are going to be asked about Anthony. And straight after the game, Hansi Flick speaks with Gordon and says, I'm furious with you. Yes, my style of play will cost us at times. And Joao Pedro missed a lot of chances. But you were completely nullified today. I know you're not the best dribbler or passer, but you didn't even make those darting runs that you're very good at. It seems like you weren't fully there. For the first time in your career here at Barca, I am doubting the fee I paid to sign you. But there's good news as FC Barcelona have won the league title by 10 points. Back-to-back Copa de Españas. And Gordon wins his first Copa del Rey. He has won everything in Spain so far. And when it comes to goals, he regressed a little bit with 19 goals, but 9 assists is a great number for him. Now at an 86 overall. He has that steady improvement. But remember, Hansi Flick wants the next MSN. As Lamine Yamal wins the player of the season La Liga. Yes, Gordon makes the team of the season. That is huge, man. And like I mentioned, there is a Euros, but England is not here. They didn't qualify for the Euros. That means Gordon will have one international tournament, the World Cup, to try and win the Ballon d'Or. But we don't know if he'll be at Barca by the time he gets to the World Cup. Surprisingly, Lamine Yamal wins the Ballon d'Or. That doesn't fill me with hope that Gordon will win it one day. And now in season number 3, Gordon has 2 seasons left before his contract ends. And if he doesn't win a UCL or Ballon d'Or, he will not get a new contract. So then Hansi Flick speaks to him again and says, look, Gordon, I was pleased with your season last year, of course, other than that knockout game, but you really need to step it up this year because this is Rafinha's last year here at the club, and I'll be moving Lamine Yamal at the number 10 position, and I'm not sure who will be that new right winger, so we need you to be the best winger at the club by next season. And boys, that is a lot of pressure for Anthony Gordon. His stats are still looking a little bit well-rounded. I think we have to revisit the inside forward role to master his shooting, especially if Flick is going to rely on him a lot more this year and next year. And Barcelona almost went perfect in the UCL. Round of 16, they beat Tottenham. Quarterfinals, they beat Arsenal. And in the semis, they beat Atalanta, and it's an El Clasico final for Anthony Gordon and Barca. But they must be careful with the likes of Vinny and Kvaratskhelia, the top goal scorers. 40 goals for Vinny in all comps, Jude Bellingham with 20. But it seems like they don't have Kylian Mbappe. That might be huge for Gordon. And boys, Lamine Yamal is out for the final. You see the hospital thing there? Well, this could be the end of the video, with Gordon only scoring 18 goals and 6 assists, never hitting 30 goals in a season, now at an 88 overall. And there is more injuries and a suspension to Koundé. Can Anthony Gordon win the UCL regardless? And the challenge could end here, because the goal is to win the UCL with Barca or a Ballon d'Or. I want the Ballon d'Or too, to earn another contract with Barca, proving that he was worth the money. Here come Barcelona. Frankie de Jong on the ball, gives it to Gordon. Gordon back into Rafinha. Rafinha's looking for that through ball. Beautiful Rabona pass. Gordon, come on. This is a simple pass. You messed this up before. Anthony Gordon to João Pedro. Great save, Courtois. De Jong on the ball, gives it to Anthony Gordon. Passes to Rafinha, and here comes Barcelona. An identical attack from earlier. Gordon is through on goal. Scores it to João Pedro. Takes a touch. Finish. Let's go. And just like that, Barca take the lead. An assist for Gordon. And Rafinha is driving down the midfield in the last season for Barcelona for him. Through ball into Gordon. Oh, he's 1v1 through on goal. He knocks it forward too much. He gets fouled, but it's not a foul. João Pedro cuts back. João Pedro gives it to Rafinha. Rafinha lays it up to Gordon. How you have to score that, man? Marco Corella gives it into Gordon. Gordon into João Pedro, into Rafinha. Here comes Rafinha. Great pass into Gordon. It could have been a little bit more forward, though. Gordon has scored from this position in El Clasico before. It's Gordon looking for the finesse, and hits the post, man. Vinicius Jr. on the ball. Great pass into Gonzalo Garcia. Here come Real Madrid. Pass into Vinicius Jr. Into Camavinga. Back into the midfield, into Jude Bellingham with a shot. Great save, Garcia. And the second half begins. Cucurella's already on the ball. Gives it to Rafinha. All that space. João Pedro into Gordon. Where is his defense? They're playing a high line today. Gordon 1v1 low driven finesse. It goes in. And Gordon extends the lead for Barcelona. This game might be over in the second half. Camavinga on the ball, gives it to Federico Valverde. Here come Real Madrid. They're not ready to give up just yet. You know they love their remontadas. Kivicha Kvaratskhelia down the wing, the number 9. Gives it into Gonzalo. Into Fede. It goes in, man. And Real Madrid get a goal back only 5 minutes later. Kivicha Kvaratskhelia running down the wing. Here come Madrid looking for the equalizer. Federico Valverde gives a perfect pass into Gonzalo Garcia. Lays it off into Vinny. What is the defenders doing? And what a team goal from Real Madrid. They've equalized the game. After a corner, here come Barca. This has to be the counter-attack of dreams. João Pedro with a great ball all the way to Gordon. Great touch. Takes a touch. Come on, Gordon. There's so much space. Gives it to João Pedro. The pass is a little bit off. Real Madrid have a throw, and is it to Kivicha Kvaratskhelia. 75 minutes on the board. Here they come. Real Madrid with a cross into Jude Bellingham, and it goes in. And within 15 minutes, Madrid have made a remontada. There's 15 minutes left to go. They cannot bottle this, man. And it's over, man. Madrid lift the UCL. Gordon tried his best, but no Yamal, no Pedri, no Koundé. Barca bottled the UCL final. And despite losing the UCL final, Lamine Yamal still wins the Ballon d'Or. Gordon has one more year to win either the UCL or the Ballon d'Or. If he fails to win the Champions League, he still has a shot at the World Cup in 2030. And to kick off Gordon's last potential season at Barca, Rafinha is leaving and joining Man United like he said he would. And we know what's happening next. So Hansi Flick speaks to Gordon and says, "This is your last chance to prove to me you were the right signing and you belong in my next MSN. Or try and go ahead and win the World Cup and try to win the Ballon d'Or of your own teammate. That's how I've always succeeded at every club I've been at." And the player to play on that right wing spot, Barcelona are bringing in Estevao. Barca now have a front four of Estevao, Gordon, Pedro, and Yamal. There is no chance they don't win the Champions League. So at 28 years old, 88 overall, his stats look great. We're finishing things off here with the inside forward. One last season for Gordon. And when it comes to the UCL, they finished them first again. Round of 16, they smashed Liverpool 6-0. They beat Porto 4-1 and smashed Chelsea 6-1, and they face Juventus. This has to be the year Barca and Gordon finally win the Champions League. But he's being outshined by his own teammates in Lamine Yamal and Estevao. While Kenan Yildiz, Jonathan David, and Bruno Diaz are the best players at Juve. And so far, Gordon has 26 goals, 7 assists, and is at a 90 overall. So it's time, Gordon's last chance to earn a new contract at Barcelona. Win or loss, we're still going to the World Cup as long as England qualified, as he would still have to fight for the Ballon d'Or we want. Lamine the Dream Yamal, here he comes in the UCL final. Can he create an opportunity already? Gives it to Gordon. Gordon into Frankie. Frankie to Lamine. Lamine into Gordon. Here comes Gordon in the 18th minute of the game. Can he finish? Yes, he does. Gordon lights up the UCL final, scoring in the 18th minute. his 7th goal of the competition. Pedro Gonzalez now on the ball, gives it to Lamine Yamal, looking for a great turn. He sits down Kevin Durant. He sits down another player. And here comes Lamine Yamal through ball into Joe Pedro. 1v1, he has to finish. Let's go, he does. Barcelona lead 2-0 against Juventus. What a goal from Barca. Here come Juventus looking for the first goal to kickstart this remontada. Miretti's on the ball, gives it to Jonathan David with the finesse. It hits the post and in, man. But Juventus gotta go back right before halftime. It's Pedri on the ball now, gives it to Esteban, lays it up into Jules Koundé. Here comes Barcelona looking to make it 3-1 in the second half. Esteban on the ball. Esteban Willian cuts inside with the finesse and it goes in. And what a goal from Esteban. All the attackers are shining today for Barcelona. The whistle is blown. Barcelona lift the UCL for the first time since 2015. Gordon has earned a brand new contract, not being a Barca flop. He's still aiming for that Ballon d'Or. He needs to be his teammates Esteban, Joe Pedro, and Lamine Yamal at the World Cup. And England will be in Group C as Anthony Gordon will be playing on that left-hand side, left mid. And in the groups, they went absolutely perfect. Round of 16, they beat Mexico. Quarterfinals, they upset France. And in the semis, they beat Sweden. And he is facing Spain, Pedri, and Lamine Yamal in the final. The only player in his way to his Ballon d'Or. He's already shown the world he's not a Barca flop, but can he do one even better and go down as one of the greats of the game by winning the World Cup and the Ballon d'Or? Here comes Spain on the attack. Alvarez and the through ball into Molina. Here comes Spain. First attack of the game. Scores it to Lamine Yamal. Beats both defenders and it goes in. And Spain have taken the lead. Who else but Yamal to get the goal, man? And here come England on their first attack of the game. Jude Bellingham is on the ball. Looking to create an opportunity. Looking to send the ball. Gordon's through on goal. Here comes Anthony Gordon. Looking for the chance to equalize. Cuts back. Anthony Gordon with a shot that hits the post, man. Here comes Spain on the ball once again. Ferran Torres, another attack. Right through ball into Yeremy Pino. 1v1. Goes for the tackle. Oh, no. I think he fouled him. And there's gonna be a penalty for Spain. Nico O'Reilly with the foul, man. Lamine Yamal to take the penalty. He goes to the right and it goes in, man. And Yamal converts the penalty. It's 2-0 to Spain in the 41st minute. And it's over. Spain lift the World Cup. Yamal's a World Cup winner. And he wins a 3rd Ballon d'Or in a row. Gordon could not win the Ballon d'Or. But did he become a flop, though? And if you guys enjoyed this video, click on this video right here. I know you're gonna love it.